Scorpio, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your bonus general tarot reading for March 2024. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for Scorpio gang in the month of March. We're looking at the big ball of wax here, my friends. It's a bonus reading, so we're not just looking at 1 week. We're trying to see what themes we might have over the coming weeks. So let's get it going here. My guides, talk to me. And yes, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Scorpio gang, please. My guides and spirit team, what messages do we have? What themes, what overarching themes do we have in the month of March? I'm curious here, especially with your most recent reading. Okay, this feels like a lot to me. Now, it is very creative, it's beautiful, it's artistic, but for some reason, this just feels like a lot going on. So for a lot of Scorpios, a lot of things coming up, you might be very busy, and we'll talk about this much more in depth. It just feels like there's a lot of energy at play, which isn't surprising to me in a Scorpio reading. But before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little bit more about this card. It hasn't showed up in quite a while. So if you look at the image here, you're going to see sculptures, you're going to see paintings. There's literally an art model here. So there's a lot of beautiful in-depth symbolism within this card, but the intuitive vibe I got when it popped out was like, well, all right, that's a lot. That's a little much. So, I mean, hopefully that's for good things, Scorpio. Maybe you just have a lot on your plate, a lot of tasks, a lot of things you have to do. You're keeping yourself very busy when this energy is in the mix. And I mean, I can't let go of the message that I saw for you in your most recent reading, that you could be feeling energies more intense than you normally do when this energies in the mix. Like intuitively, I can't let go of that. This is also very creative. So some of you might get bit by the creative bug in this time. So whether it is making art, whether it's making music, expressing those deep emotions in one form or another is highly favored. Whether it's for business reasons or otherwise, you might get bit with the creative bug. But we're just going to put that down right there. It just feels like a lot to me. Let's get into tarot now. And I always say this first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. It's just in intensity with it. Let's get you 3 cards here. Start you off for the month of March. And yes, while we shuffle up and get ready to rock, let's talk about your most recent reading. It was only a few days ago for the first week of March. And it's part of the reason I wanted to give Scorpio gang a bonus here. It was titled An Important Warning. And it's like there were red flags popping up about like who you keep company with, the people around you. And it was a theme throughout the whole entire reading. And you guys know I'm part of the collective myself, that the people we're attached to are going to be influencing our energy more so than normal. Okay, so if you're around a lot of people that are going through a tough time and they're sad, you're going to feel that. Okay, or it's going to rub off on you in one way or another. So I want to see what we have like for the whole month, or some of the bigger themes here. So let's get it going. Let's get you 3 in the upright. And as you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we might be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Maybe we'll see what their deal is. What do we got for Scorpio? Thank you. Knight of Wands. So we're starting fast, starting powerful, starting strong with that Knight of Wands. That is big action. It's very fiery. Okay, and we will talk about it. If it doesn't represent a person, it's an action or movement in general. Let's get a couple more here. What do we got for Scorpio in March, please? Scorpio in March bonus. Now the deck is being very specific here. There we go. All right, 3 of Pentacles. So work things, money things. I mean, this feels more like day-to-day life. So I'm already getting this odd mixture of like work and play. And so take that for what it's worth, Scorpio. There's like something about like business, taking care of business, and play. Let's keep moving over. Let's keep moving over. Because, I mean, who knows, right? It could be a lot of different things. We could be seeing the energy of other people as well. Okay, so you are going to have a bonus here, Scorpio. We have the 6 of Pentacles. I was not expecting this energy, to be honest with you. And you also have The Nine of Cups, beautiful. So you got some really good things at first glance. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, and we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, there's a lot of pentacle energy here, especially in the main part of the spread, which is very much earthy. We got fire starting us off, so it's like boom, into this solid, stable type of vibe. Now, you might just be highly focused on your money, on your business, on material things in this time when we have so much earth. But I will say this, all of these cards do skew towards the positive than they do challenging. Now, yes, we're going to get more detail when we clarify, but so far I'm feeling optimistic about the month ahead. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Now, I already mentioned how I feel like there could be some sort of dynamic between like fun and work, or work and play. But position number one, we do have the Knight of Wands. Literally starting with a bang. So for a portion of you, maybe you're connected to a fire sign here. Aries, Leo, Sag. The Knight of Wands, as with all knights, represent action and forward movement. Okay, so we think of something starting fast, rushing in. It's explosive energy whenever we have this Knight of Wands. He's going towards something like a rocket, very similar to the Knight of Swords. In its good sense, it's motivated, it's passionate, it's driven. Like there's a lot of burn and oomph here in this card. But at the same time, the Knight of Wands could also be a little spontaneous, could be a little unpredictable. Could sometimes be anger, like it's really hot and running type of energy. So we'll want to see. And it is one of the cards of party animals, okay? Like someone that likes to live it up and have a good time. And that's why it's giving me this energy of like work and play, work and play. Okay, there's something within the balance here. Moving to the center, and we'll revisit that Knight of Wands, of course. It could just be action, it could even be communication. But in the center, we have the Three of Pentacles. Now, I did say in your most recent reading, the people around you came up, and this could easily represent that. So let's talk about the Three of Pentacles. It's a card of teamwork. Teamwork makes a dream work, people working together towards a common goal. So of course, when I see this, I think of groups of people like coworkers, family, people that are working towards a common goal of some kind. It's not a bad card by any sense, but at the same time, all three, specifically this one, could just be showing us the energy of somebody that you're connected to. Okay, so another person's energy. When we clarify it, it could tell us something about this person. Now, the Three of Pentacles is artistic, it's creative. We were getting the creative bug very early on, so please keep that in mind. In its rougher sense, the Three of Pentacles could represent somebody that does not play well with others. Okay, it could represent somebody that doesn't fit in well with a group or is like a thorn in the side of some sort. So it's going to be very important for us to clarify this. Moving to the back end, we have the Six of Pentacles, beautiful energy. It's giving, it's equal. Now, for a portion of you, it could represent a Libra because there's a scale here. It could also represent karmic energy, of course. But when I see this, it's giving, it's charitable. It's somebody that wants to put their energy towards something. So there's a high level of motivation here in the month of March for the Scorpio collective, which is a good thing. Everyone knows Scorpios are very motivated when they have a goal. All these cards in combination could represent that. When I see the Six of Pentacles, aside from like trying to balance something out or asking for equality in a situation, this is one of my cards of gift giving. Whether you're giving a gift or receiving a gift, this often shows up in the energy, especially around your birthday season, which it's not, but there is something that could represent a gift or a surprise of some sort, especially since we have the Knight of Wands on the front. Now, at the very back end, we have the Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Wish fulfillment. We have our good pal here, John Travolta. He looks content. He looks welcoming. So when I see this, I think of like the beautiful, welcoming, nurturing type of energy. It's good. And something really nice might come to pass in the month of March for a lot of the Scorpios. Even though the reading, your most recent weekly reading, was a little rough, these look okay so far. Okay? But with this Nine of Cups, very comforting. Now, if you've been having difficulties with a person, this footnote could tell us that somebody's energy towards you might soften up a little bit, which is nice. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, Scorpio. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Scorpio, please, my gods and spirit team. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message. It means I just tell you how it feels to me, so feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Knight of Wands. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Scorpio, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, let's get it going. Knight of Wands time. And for those of you that have been trying to book a personal reading with me, my March calendar is updated on my website. You could check that out in the description. Let's get it going. That's enough of all that. I mean, my friends, there is some sort of explosive action coming in, whether you're going to make some sort of big shakeup, whether you're going to make some sort of big move, or somebody else. This could be somebody coming towards you as well, so keep that in mind. And I feel like I've seen that for you in recent weeks. The Four of Swords is usually a card of rest. You see, it looks like that person's sleeping there and they're not moving. It's very still. It's very sturdy. If you've been dealing with something that's frustrating you, or you've been feeling stuck in a rut, there is some sort of explosive change or massive shakeup coming in. Could be a massive change, but this fire air energy here in the front end, it's like, okay, I need to change this. I need to switch this up. Boom, let's make it happen. So for a lot of you, whether this is another person that's like, okay, let's make something happen, or it's you. I do feel for a lot of Scorpios, along with that creative bug, you might have that bug within you where it says, okay, well, something needs to be done about this. I'm not going to sit back. I'm not going to do nothing. Whatever situations I'm dealing with, I'm going to be proactive and I'm going to put forth effort. I'm going to put forth action, and wherever it lands, it lands. Okay, that's a vibe I'm picking up here. Big, heavy, explosive action or change right here in the front end. And I don't necessarily feel like it's bad. I feel like it's really nice. So I'm just going to leave it as is. We're not going to overcomplicate the message. Okay. It could even be communication as well. We'll see if any more cards of communication show up. But like with the Knight of Wands, Four of Swords, like this is someone coming in. All right. This is someone coming in. We're coming towards. So whether you're moving towards someone or vice versa, let's go in on that Three of Pentacles though. We'll see. So why is that Three of Pentacles in the mix? Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright underneath this Three of Pentacles. I do feel for a lot of you, whether this is related to a job, whether it's related to a personal relationship or a connection, there is somebody that might want to have a talk with you for sure. This could be a message or a communication coming in. I did already say it here on the front end. That could also represent communication. But Page of Pentacles, it's not just all about talking. It's not just all about other people. For a lot of you, this could be really good for new career paths, new jobs, new ways to earn money, new businesses. So for a lot of Scorpios, there's so much potential. If you've been like wanting to make the leap or wanting to make a jump or switch jobs or start a business, all of this energy is very beneficial for that. Now, if we're talking about personal relationships, I like to give both messages. Yeah, there could be someone that really is going to reach out and try to mend something over. And you could be receiving big offers. Those are the three things I'm picking up here. Okay, like people could be making you offers and opportunities, like really big ones. I do like it. And we'll see how much it shows when we get back to this Six of Pentacles over here. But I see you making big moves, Scorpio. I see us making big moves in the month of March, and I really do like it. Okay, so whether this is relationships or work and money, could be a little bit of both. I really love the moves that you're going to be making here, or you have the possibility to make. Let's go in on that Six of Pentacles. There is communication and conversation all over the place here, though. That's another thing I will mention. So let's see why that Six of Pentacles is in the mix. And we will do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. What do we got? Thank you. Whoa. Okay, we have the Sun card in the upright underneath this Six of Pentacles. Wow. All right, Scorpio, I want to say this because I know as part of the collective myself that we are realists. Okay, I'm not just going to pull these cards and tell you, hey, Scorpio, you're going to have the best month of your whole entire damn life. I'm going to keep it real with you. This spread is highly positive. It's extremely positive. And that doesn't mean that this whole month is going to be a cakewalk, all right? Remember I did say we had all this energy here. Like it felt like a lot. It felt like a lot of stuff happening. Then we had the warning last week. This is so insanely positive, this energy I'm picking up. But just know that, yeah, things are still going to pop up. Little things, problems are going to pop up. And I feel like a lot of it could be coming from the outside as opposed to like you starting it or coming from within you. But the Sun is the most positive card in the whole entire deck. Okay, and when we get it under a card like this Six of Pentacles, that energy of giving, whether it is of the monetary, like a lot of you could be having big levels up in the material. This bodes extremely well for your material well-being, the stuff that we have here on the back end. But once again, this is another alignment of like an amazing, massive offer of some sort. Okay, so if you're looking for work, now's a good time. If you're wanting to switch up your career, now's a good time. If you're wanting to mend bridges with people, now is a very good time if that's something you are open to. With all these beautiful energies here, this is like massive energy of win all over the place, all over this whole entire reading, and I really do like it. I'm claiming it for myself, my friends, but I feel like I just need to continue to give that message, even though these are really good. And there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of shifts and changes and action coming up. It doesn't mean that it's going to be without issue this month, but the possibilities are massive here. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card for you, Scorpio. If you look at this spread overall, like even if you were to look up these cards and their meanings, I think you'd get excited just looking at it. Like with the way this spread all rolls, then with the wish fulfillment on the back end, really lovely stuff. But position number one, we have the Knight of Wands with the Four of Swords in reverse. Someone's going to be making explosive action or changes or big moves here. I did also say this could be a communication or a talk. We did see it here in the center as well. There's a lot of messaging, talking, communicating happening in this spread. But if you're looking to make change, now's a good time, especially if you're putting forth the action and the motivation. I really do love this energy in the front. Moving towards the back end, a lot of good energy around the material, especially with opportunities and offers coming your way. We have the Three of Pentacles with the Page of Pentacles in the upright. So earth sign energy in the mix here. We have a lot of fire. We have a lot of earth. I did say this is really good for new positions, new jobs, new things like that, but there could be someone that wants to mend a bridge with you as well. So there is a lot of energy around talk, but the offers, these two are huge energy of massive offers coming in if you're meeting the universe halfway and you're putting yourself out there. Moving to the back end, we have the Six of Pentacles with the Sun in the upright. And maybe you're going to receive the surprise or a gift, or this could just be a win in general, a very sunny disposition. But the fact that it's next to this Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment, I feel like it's absolutely lovely. Yeah, whether this is an offer coming your way where someone is very kind and nice to you. I feel like for the month of March, Scorpio, whatever it is you're going through right now, you can make big changes, big shifts into the positive realm here. I would claim these energies for sure and welcome them into your life. Please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. Lots of wins. Let's get you a shadow card now. Let's see what's in the shadows for Scorpio. I really like that reading. Very positive. So what do we have here for Scorpio gang, please? And yes, my friends, you know me, I always like to pull a shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you. Maybe it's something you don't quite see just yet. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge either. It could be something positive with all this positivity floating around. Let's see what's happening for Scorpio gang, please. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love and appreciation for my channel members. Let's get it going, though. One shadow card for Scorpio, and we'll wrap this up. Thank you. Okay, so we do have the Two of Wands, strategy and planning. Okay, so for some of you, it could be a double-edged sword here when this shows up as a shadow card. The Two of Wands, as with all twos, represent partnerships and decisions, being at a crossroads in life. So a lot of you might feel like you're at a crossroads. And this card does reinforce that, like, yeah, Scorpio, you are at a crossroads. There's about to be big divergences in the energy when this is here. But another thing about the Two of Wands, it's a big card of strategy and planning. So I feel like it's one or the other here for a lot of Scorpios. One, Spirit might be asking you to really hunker down and make a plan of attack, a plan of action, and follow it, okay? Like strategize whatever your goals are, whatever your moves you want to make. Strategize it, plan it, follow it, okay? Because that's going to bring you most success. But another thing with this Two of Wands, if we're connecting this to another person, just know they might have some tricks up their sleeve, okay? And I don't mean that in a nefarious, bad way. If you're watching this for relationship things, this is somebody that they have a plan in play, okay? So just keep that in mind. And yeah, Scorpio, that's what I have for you, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details, the March subscriber surprise. If you would like to get a personal reading done with me, you can find my digital calendar on mastermetaphysics.com, so please feel free to check it out. But for the March subscriber surprise, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful, fantastic Tarot of the Owls. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, and second, let me know down in the comments what is your favorite zodiac sign, and give me a couple reasons why. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love and I'll see you soon.